Hey guys, Windsor here, and welcome to the Groove Guru podcast. And in the last episode, we explored how we create our experience of life from the inside out. And today we're going to dive a bit deeper into the creative principle behind life itself, that from nothing we create everything. At the deepest level, we are pure awareness. Before any thought, story, or identity that we make up, from that space within us, we create everything. Okay? And all of our experience arises from this formless state that we have within us. And as babies, we're born into the world with a pure mind. And my friend Dicken Bettinger, he refers to this as like a newborn consciousness, that we start off with. It's like a pure potential blank canvas. And we then learn to think on top of that. And even as we become bigger kids, at core, we still are pure consciousness, pure awareness. And all of our experience comes from that space. From nothing, we create something. From nothing, we create everything we experience. And the simplicity of this understanding, it reflects how all life is created. In quantum physics, that shows how all particles emerge and arise from the same formless, pure energy of the quantum field and returns to that. And it's like how our thoughts and experiences all emerge from stillness and dissolve back into stillness. Our thoughts and experiences, they come and go, but we, that which is aware of all our experience, remains. And it's like waves in the ocean. Waves might appear in the ocean as separate, but they're all connected as one with the ocean. It's all part of the whole ocean. And similarly, our thoughts can emerge like separate waves in an ocean, the ocean of our consciousness. But it's all the same energy in different apparent forms, and perfectly whole and complete. And when we realize we're more ocean and less separate wave, we start to connect with the fullness of our experience, which arises from that infinite potential within us, which is within all of us. And when we directly experience this space that we are born as, and at core always are, it allows us to live with much more clarity and well-being and resilience and creativity. And the key is always knowing where to look. And that direction is always within us, to that pure space of all creation. Bringing this back to the mind, in the work of Scottish mystic Sydney Banks, he referred to mind as the universal intelligence of all things, whether in form or formless. And said he also described thought as a mystical paintbrush, and the reality you survey is the picture it creates. Now, how this applies is that no matter who we are, we're always using thought to create our experience. And when we start to see the extent that we are doing that, it's quite amazing, and it can really change everything, your whole outlook on life, in profound and really helpful ways. And we see that from the inside out, we're always creating. From nothing, we create something. And from nothing, we create everything. And whatever we think, we're going to feel it. Now, as we do this, and this is a description of how our psychological experience is working all the time, whether we see it or not. And as we always feel what we think, sometimes we can create a little bit of imbalance and disharmony in our feelings, and it can make the world, quote unquote, out there look out of sorts at times. But really, and what this invitation is it's to wake up with some more awareness that any picture our mind creates is what our mind is conjuring up in the moment. And it's not good nor bad, it's just what it does. And fortunately, we have this gift of awareness that lets us see that any experience we create is coming from within us and not the world out there. And related to this, we can see that our feelings are always a reliable guide to point us back to more equilibrium and balance. And as we wake up to the feelings and experiences that we create that don't appear helpful in the moment, such as low moods, and we all have those, and we start to let go of our personal thinking in the moment and let it pass through us without clinging to it, we fall back naturally into an awareness of this pure space that we all have within us. We see the light, so to speak. And as we do that, we open to that same intelligence behind all of life that knows how to bring that perfect clarity and resilience, and also infinite potential for fresh, new and helpful thought, no matter what situation is present in our life. And to quote Sid once more, it's like when we synchronize our personal mind with the impersonal mind, it brings harmony into our lives. So, as something to play with this week, notice, how are you using the paintbrush of thought? Are you painting a picture that you love or a picture that holds you back? And instead of changing those pictures that you create and repaint an old painting that you've already painted, see if you can step back and open to what's beyond those pictures that you've painted and see that infinite blank canvas that's always available, that space before and beyond your thinking. And it's this space that fresh insight and clarity and all creation arises from. And unless it's helpful or fun, I'm going to suggest let go of the need to repaint the past. And that's what traditional therapy does. It's like you create a picture of something that you don't want, and you've already created it, and you try to change the already created instead of looking to what is creating. And when you look in that direction within, the intelligence of life can't help but paint something new and fresh for you. And another thing is, what if you didn't have to change your thinking, but simply let it pass through you without clinging to it? And the more you do that, the more you can see that your thinking changes all on its own. And again, when you see beyond it from that space within you, the creative principle behind all life, it will start to paint a new reality and a new fresh picture for you. And remember, it's beyond the content. It's the context. That within you is where the real magic of life is created from. And as you synchronize your personal mind with your impersonal mind, that space, harmony naturally arises. So, from this space you have within you, what do you want to paint now? So, happy painting. Let go of the pictures that you don't love and paint more of the ones that you do. And remember, knowing that that blank canvas of your infinite potential is always readily available. You can always be with that and paint a new picture from there. So again, happy painting. Have fun. And I'll speak with you soon.